The images, words, and pure thoughts of the Galileans bend the reversible equations of the mentally delayed ultra-technicians of several images who have been refusing for 25 centuries to learn and apply humanely the laws of higher mathematics of nature that they do not understand. By duplicating their models, stealing energy, ideas from other points, they pretend to be what they have never been. Since 1981, science has redefined reality and truth based on observations in the subworld, just like Aristotle did in his time. These new mathematics, coupled with physics, claim to administer our reference frame A1 better than the laws of nature. This video challenges the formal model of appearance rewarded by the Nobel Foundation, which does not withstand a change of perspective from a new childlike image that allows us to see the same things from 4 different angles. Quantum, the realm of curvature and observable reality, only allows straight falls since Galileo's birth in 1632, impacting the ability to bridge the subworld, observable world, and large scales. An experiment demonstrates that the curvilinear trajectory of the fall of a stationary body automatically generates a second reality beyond its own cross imposed by the dictatorial 2-key model at the foot of Galileo's mast, as shown by a conclusive experimental observation. Just redo my experiment based on Galileo's findings and acknowledge its outcome. Physics and mathematics have the obligation in real time due to the process of renormalization. End of the game for those who have betrayed. A second fixed reality, defined by the curvilinear geometry of its fall, is visible through my experience with, for each, 2 radically different possible states in the folds of the void with their own lambda, either 4 points against 1 for the current formalism. A law bans transforming the world by destroying the interval and its superpositions of states through a measurement dictatorship imposing a single falling energy. Only the overall vision of the new Galilean has a significant impact on massively parallel computation of the real and the true. Before becoming legally responsible for everything, every authority warned of the risks will have to prove that they are not acting against humanity by formally recognizing the superiority of the laws of nature and modern science over their pre-Galilean vision, or join the German authorities of 1939 who made the wrong choice. This Nobel, with Einstein superior to all others, you must live up to your beautiful words promised to Alfred Nobel and humanity as of Octo 2024. By doing nothing, or as before, you will impose on the world a new form of radical dictatorship of the states, of law and of the market, to the unique shared reality that you will guarantee them. Your vision of theoretical science will go against the laws of nature and reality, by becoming 2 real dogs who have killed all of Schrödinger's cats in the box. By validating my theory of invariance, you will authorize the survival of both. Your theoretical thought translated into mathematical renormalization, integrated into the real world, must allow, in the box in which you have put us, to make all bodies survive with all their differences intact. Childish sequence, fully done, gives illusion of viewer being with me on boat. Knowing your irretrievable model, forbidden by a senior exec, observing the effects, violating laws, using tools from the underworld against nature, while believing to be efficient, is madness. Nature does not negotiate its laws with authorities, a single market, media, justice, all mentally lagging behind an image. This supersymmetric geometric theory prohibits using the real as a statistical and digital laboratory for your ignorance. Your word has no weight. By killing 3 times and the exchange interval, your dictatorship imposes a thermal bath, an oven worse than those of the Third Reich, where humanity can vanish. A theorist is no longer shielded by his institution. He must answer to nature, even for not acting humanly, regarding the Galileans and his perspective shift. All fall geometries must be free beyond half. Today, a coin thrown into your global technical bubble that crushes the laws of nature will systematically fall on the same side, in the same space-time as the dictators who exploit the trajectory of all bodies or flows within the interval that you guarantee them. Saving the Socratic spirit and its lifespan in real time is in your hands alone. Killing him, pretending to say "I know" in my place, is like locking your oven without having the quantum key. It is imitating knowing once too many. Similar to your advice given to GPS in 1980, if you do not strictly adhere to the asynchronous synchronization of the 4 clocks in 1/2, you have the right to trade death for life. You have physically violated the law. Only you can initiate the rebound. Science can no longer claim to know the mathematical language of nature. All inertial reference frames are only equivalent with a Galilean. The deep question for me, who is alone against all, have I convinced the only people who are supposed to always be capable of the scientific gesture in the big data era? Knowing to have been wrong and to have violated the law since 1980, having misunderstood Galileo's image and rewarded a model with 2 identical keys that destroys humanity, not recognizing the only image that restores the balance and superiority of the Galileans' language in October will be their downfall. The Nobel Foundation clearly has to be accountable. Only Galileans respect the equivalence of the movements of inertial frames and the simultaneity of the principle of locality, which for them takes no time, since they overlook all aspects of the debate.
Aucune expérience pratique ne peut vérifier vos axiomes concernant l'infini. C'est bien évident. C'est pas possible. Parce que si vous voulez dire je vais vérifier qu'il y a autant de nombres entiers que je veux, bah oui, on peut pas. Si je veux vérifier qu'en traversant le jardin des plantes en diagonale, je fais bien un chemin qui est égal à la racine de 2 au lieu de 2, non, ça ne marchera pas parce que vous ne pourrez pas découper votre chemin en diagonale par des petits escaliers infiniment, avec des marches infiniment petites.
The new laws of 4-point relativity, which are both attractive and repulsive, maintain the integrity of Einstein's general relativity. Dive with me into the geometry of modified falls allows, at one point, to verify the infinite superiority of the time engine, supersymmetric, which you violate all the laws. My principle of equivalence is the clock, which speaks without bias to all others, which prohibits the scientific gesture on other worlds. By rejecting to pay for non-vertical Galilean ideas, learned societies, conservatives and their stars, with arrogant and mentally lagging theoretical thinking, playing against humanity, will dissolve. In the higher law of nature, you'll never be able to say 2 things again. On one hand I know, and on the other I couldn't know. Any acceleration world transformation based on model with duplicated point controlled by AI is a chimera. Galileans know how to forge image containing all laws of higher mathematics of universe from which new equations of technicians unfold. An observer, static since the Big Bang and its twin in perpetual motion relative to it, will be able to meet today on the shore or on the boat to observe that they have exactly the same time with a square root interval. What is the value of a country that crushes a long-term unemployed Galilean whose theory of invariance surpasses any present or future AI concept? Pretending to say I know is not just about copying understanding. We must overcome the wall with a different theory, validating Einstein, explaining everything, killing falsehoods, while remaining unknowable to technicians, ensuring peace. Assist me in preserving the existence of humanity, reality, and truth, using unchanging arguments based on modern scientific knowledge.